And then we come to the administrative safeguards, and this is the one that leaves much to be desired. This is the one that is very difficult to achieve. This is the one that requires the most participation from the entire firm, the entire team, and your entire office. Is the administrative safeguards. These administrative safeguards will be different for each and every organization out there, as everyone's policies and procedures are different. The things that need to be similar are your restrictions to access to PHI, your security training, and your data backup and recovery. Those are consistent across the board. How you do that is entirely up to you and entirely up to the firm, as long as it falls under the guidelines of HIPAA and what they require from an administrative safeguards perspective. The biggest part of this is sitting down and actually getting a team. I would recommend creating a compliance team at the firm based off of folks that are from technology, from various business lines, to sit down and talk about every place, however menial it may sound, where this data is, could be, or might be. And then you want to basically build those procedures from the ground up. A couple of things to consider when you are going through the safeguards portion of your compliance training, and when you are selecting vendors, is you want to make sure that folks that you are working with from a compliance perspective are, number one, familiar with HIPAA, number two, certified with HIPAA compliance, and number three, they need to have the willingness to want to enter a business associate agreement from you. Most vendors out there these days are providing this sort of compliance as an advertisement, but you really need to pay attention to not necessarily, they say they are HIPAA ready. There's a difference between being HIPAA ready and HIPAA compliant. HIPAA ready would say that, if my environment's HIPAA ready, it means that I have encryption turned on in the environment and I have email encryption turned on, and your data is secure, and you might have dual factor authentication. It doesn't take into consideration the physical or the administrative safeguards that are in place either to achieve HIPAA compliance. So in order to get HIPAA compliance, you have to have all three of those in place, and you have to have procedures, policies, and proof and quantity of those three things. And the vendors that you work with, you want to make sure they understand that, and they do that internally for themselves as their own covered entity. I will add, Legal Workspace is one of those, and we do that. The biggest point I think that I'd like to hammer home here with compliance, and when it comes with just not only HIPAA compliance, but compliance in general, and data security, and just physical security, and just security of your firm and of what is your client's information, which is most precious to you, is a compliance culture at your organization. It has to be done from the top down. The partners of the firm need to fully be on board and need to be singing the compliance tunes just as loudly as the everyday worker bees down in the firm, down to the mailroom clerk. Everyone needs to have the same mentality about compliance. Without that, it being led from the top down, it will never be 100% successful. I can't say that enough. I'm hopeful that if there are any managing partners listening in on the call today, that they will take those words to heart, and they will preach compliance to their firms.
For more information, click on the link below or visit databrackets.com.